Bartertown Rey now got something to say. Joker coming out trying to drop some knowledge. So let's check it out and break it down a little bit. In today's video, Rey of the Bartertown Conglomerate tries to drop some knowledge. But is it really wise to receive the knowledge of fools? Let's look at what he's talking about. So to start this off, I get a comment from one of my boys. He say, Barter Clown was talking about you in his latest elephant video. Oh man, that's really gonna be interesting. So I had to go check this out. I'm like, oh, okay, Sissy Rey finally came out with something. Okay, gotta go check this one out. Oh, and this comment here, that bank teller made. I need to reference this in a minute, but let's talk about Rey right now. So Rey drops a video and he tries to educate you guys. Now I'm sorry, I can't really listen to Rey's videos. I mean, I just have to kind of click through and see when he's talking or what he's talking about, and I can't catch it in everything because he uses cartoons and analogies to prove a point, which makes no sense whatsoever. But let's break down what he's saying. There was a part of this video, and this is Rey's video, Elephant Money after $7 million bank run. Oh, now he wants to talk about elephant money. He wants to come out and he sees the elephant money community coming against Mystify. So he like, oh, let me join them to take this heat and negativity off of myself. Well, bruh, we see the game, or at least I see it, trying to reflect. But let's talk about what you're talking about. You say conviction. When you get in a token, you got to be convicted about it. Now, people, understand who this is coming from. Rey's conviction, his moral compass is like headed toward the middle of the earth, right? I mean, can you really trust that Rey is saying anything in your interest? Everything is in his own self-interest. And talk about conviction. Let's see what your conviction in a program that you trust in does for you, right? Many people believed in drip, right? Look at this chart. And the whole time, what is Rey doing? He's pressing your conviction. Put your money in, compound, compound, compound. And with all these compounds, he's getting those referral rewards. You guys know this. I presented in previous videos. And you guys that continue to follow Rey, this is what your conviction led you to, right? It led you from 36 cents, 37 cents down to 27 cents and 11 cents. Oh, that conviction. Hold on to your conviction. $7. Hold on to that conviction. $3. Hold on to that conviction. This is what your conviction is going to get you, people, right? Yes, do your research, but don't just listen to people like Rey, right? Do the research for yourself. Make those investments for yourself, right? Down 25 cents. This is what your conviction leads to, right? So Rey is talking about conviction. And if you believe all the stuff he's saying, I guess in this video, he's trying to say I dumped, which I did, but then I did it and it was justifiable. And I'm going to show you why and explain this thing to you. All right. But he comes with no facts. He just gives you his opinion and tries to direct your opinion to help fill his own bags. And I find it very interesting that he ain't never talked about elephant money before, right? He's all about drip, promoting drip. Got to get that drip. And why is he doing that? Because he has so much money in drip. He needs you guys to put your money in it to raise the price. And look at even, I think it was toward the end, he started talking about all the things that are going on in drip. You know, we understand that the interest is going to be that. Look at this. We understand that drip is going to be matched with BNB to create this liquidity. But understand, what is this going to do, people? If you dare to pair your drip with BNB, you are going to suffer impermanent loss, period. You're going to put your money in the platform. Ray is going to drain it from you because he has so much drip, people. Trust me, he's holding on to these big bags that he's generated from you through referral rewards and generating from himself, from all his massive wallets where he's acquired tons of drip. And when they go to this drip 2.0, he is going to benefit first and foremost out of everybody in the community. So you guys want to keep feeding his bag? Hey, do it. You know, hey, that he's a what do you call it? An influencer, but he's an influencer that is only interested in self-gain, and that at the risk of your capital. So you guys want to follow? Please do follow him. All right. With that said, let me see. Is there anything else you got? And he lists here, right? Understand this, understand that, understand this, and everything he's saying. Understand how people are gonna hype into, ape into drip and solidify their positions and have so much money. Bruh, this token ain't going nowhere. Forex Shark reputation is burnt. Nobody's going to trust in his protocols. He's proven it time and time again that his systems drain capital and they fail. This is no exception. DDD failed. Everything he's doing failed. Animal Farm failed. Animal Farm V3. We're going to see what happens with that, but it's going to fail too. I'm sure it's coming from Forex Shark. You just got to look at the source, right? All right, guys. Well, let me get back. So I did want to address this Bartertown, having the nerve to act like he's righteous, and want to mention me in the video trying to jump on board with the stupid ones in the elephant money community, right? So you guys think you can judge me because I don't want to promote your protocol anymore. But anyway, bank teller dropped me something here. Now, apparently there's something that you don't understand about me, BT. You say, I ain't nickel and diamond, shake your head, whatever case is. I need to chill and get this bread. Bruh, for me, it's not all about getting bread. Yeah, I want to find a place to put my money so that it can make money. And in the process, I will share that with other people, in the sense that I came in directly to address Forex Shark, his scammy systems, and his cohorts. When you say leave Forex Shark alone and help promote elephant money, no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna leave Forex Shark alone, because this guy has created systems that have destroyed people's lives. They trusted in him, they trusted in Ray, they trusted in Stunner, and put life savings into this protocol. You read through many of the comments throughout my videos, and people's dreams and lives have been shattered by this, right? Who's going to speak out for them? They're not speaking out for themselves. They'll come and leave comments in my channel. So this is the type of thing that drives me to push videos. So from day one, my thing has been to expose Forex Shark's protocols. I mean, I have a history of it. Look out there in my channel from the first video. I start trying to teach people that his systems are not what they seem. Okay, so I'm not going to leave Forex Shark alone. And this is not my purpose. I am not out here to promote other projects. The only reason I started promoting elephant money is that when I actually delved into it and understood it, I'm like, wow, this can really be life-changing for people. And I'm going to call out some key factors as to why. Number one, unlike drip, you put things in place in elephant money that stopped leeching, or as we call it, made it Ray-proof, right? You put mechanisms in place to put buy pressure on the token to help appreciate the price. Excellent. I love that. You created elephant as a reflection token and did not require it to be locked up in a contract. That is excellent as an investment for the community. All right. When someone invests in the farms, they can put in LPs and not suffer impermanent loss. All of these things, bruh, are beneficial. I mean, steps, light years beyond drip and animal farm, right? And on top of that, right, you had a concept of the graveyard and Bertha, right? Excellent concept. And throughout history, for all you guys that want to see it, as I'm looking into elephant money and understanding the technology, so guys, don't come out here and tell me to look at it again because I've already looked at it. I understand it. And I see that it's solid. And that's why I started promoting it so heavily. Because when you check the stats, you check the logic, the mechanics, the tokenomics behind elephant money, and you look at the stats. Here are the stats here, people. You have sell-off days. I mean, every day ain't going to be a green day. I understand that, right? Every day is not going to be a green day. People sell off all the time. And as I'm checking the stats and looking at the mechanics of elephant money, I'm like, this is a great long-term play for people, for investors. And because of that, I promoted it in great detail. And I'm like, people, you guys need to be aware of this. However, I was also of the opinion that Bertha, seeing this type of activity here, Bertha and the graveyard were able to help support and sustain the price. Now, when this happened, this incident over the past few days happened, let's see. And I'm going to explain what happened. All right. SK Crypto K. Now, I got to give a lot of shout outs to this. We kind of vibed back and forth, sharing and comments and stuff like that, and maybe collab offline and stuff like that. But this guy is all about positive energy. So I have nothing, absolutely nothing negative to say. But he himself said this was definitely a coordinated dump, but a dump effort, right? So you have a lot of people or a small group of people holding a lot of wallets, whatever the case is. But nevertheless, it was able to affect the price significantly. Okay, so this event happened. He says it here. There was a coordinated dump effort. All right. And right here, Marvin, when I'm having a chat with someone else about what went down and explaining to him why, I'm like, okay, I can't support this anymore. Marvin even comes by and said, because I made the statement here, now that it's clear to me that the mechanics cannot protect from well price manipulation, right? This is a fact right now, people. And I was under the impression that Bertha and the graveyard were sufficient to support that, right? If we look at this right here, the AMA he did, here's the graveyard here, 50%. Here are the holders. Here is Bertha, and Bertha has been growing and growing and growing. So I'm like, certainly, a combination of these two can prevent any type of serious or significant price manipulation by whales. And in assuming this, because there was so much volume, technically and theoretically, that should work and it should be at that point. But guess what, people? That's not what happened. When we check the stats, this is what happened. We had a 9% drop one day. And even this morning, I was like, okay, people, calm down. Don't panic sell because you're only going to snowball the price. Look at it. I dropped videos about that this morning or that morning, right? But then later on throughout the day, I get home from gym and realized that it had dropped over 21%. So within this period of time, and I think that was like a 36-hour window, it had dropped 30%, right? And what does this tell me? This tells me that Bertha and the graveyard and this concept that they have right here is not what I thought it was. It cannot sustain or prevent price manipulation by whales. Now, will it sustain the price? Yes, certainly. I love the concept of it. and the price will go back up. It'll probably come back up as if that never happened, right? I completely understand that that can and probably will be the case. However, what you guys have to understand also is that if whales dump like this, let's use an example, okay, that Ray mentioned. Since he never wants to look at nobody's wallet, but I think in this video he actually did, look at some wallets. But let's check out some wallets. And I want you guys to understand this. I'm not bashing elephant money, but I want you to see and understand this, because this is what I have to understand when I make my own decisions. And this is why I give information to you guys. Each time I make a decision, I share the information with you. Okay, so Ray was bragging about conviction and saying, I think he used something like number 7 here. So number 7 is sitting on $1.7 million. You can go back and look at his video. All right. So considering this, right, during that dump, none of these people dumped. They held their positions. Ray said it. Other people in my comments have said it. And it's very clear. I mean, I'm no fool. I can come out here and look at this and see that they held their position, right? But here's the dangerous thing, people. I mean, you guys can't just look at numbers and think one way. Open your minds up. All right. Let me start off with this comment here, because some people get it. Some people actually get it. I had a chat with Coach. I told him that SK mentioned that there was a coordinated dump, and I believe this to be true. And at this point, it's not even a matter of who did it, but the fact that it was and is doable. The fact, people, that this can be done makes this less of an opportune investment. Mingo Julius, he got it. He said the fact that this is doable, took words right out of my mouth, right? This is what I share with you guys. This is why some of you guys that follow me on the solid tip understand and do follow me, right? Because I am giving information to either give you things that you hadn't thought of before, or, kind of expand your area of knowledge and research, right? So with this in mind, people, let's consider the fact that you still have these many wallets holding this much elephant. Now, if these were not affected and you had smaller bag holders, right? Imagine this. You have smaller bag holders that can affect the price of elephant to a degree of 30%. So here's the video here that when I sold off my tokens, right? I think it had gotten up to 4 million in sale volume. Just 4 million, people, and Bertha couldn't support it, right? The price had to fall. I mean, that's the way the technology is, and nothing against the technology. I'm just saying this is what you can run into. Now, if it can be manipulated here, how much more so if you have major whales sitting here on this type of capital, right? This 7 that Ray referred to, that's 1.7 million alone. If a $4 million sell-off can affect it 30%, just that little one wallet can affect it, what, 10? And then somebody else comes along and piggybacks on it. We don't know who these wallets belong to, and we have no control over this, people. So as a result of that, if we look at these charts, what is chart at? All right, if we look at the chart, it's going to take this time, as Bertha continues to build this up, it's going to take time to get back up to this point. Now, if other whales chose to sell off a portion or all of their position, this exact same thing could have happened. It's possible, people. We see the numbers right now, right? If 4 million at this level, right, when Bertha was stronger, caused a 30% drop in less than 2 days, how much more could a drop in this type of dump affect the price? Okay, does that make sense, people? Does that make sense? Because then the price would drop down here. Everybody that bought in at this level would be like, dang, you know, it went from 55 cents down to 17 cents or 15 cents or even worse, you know, 7 cents, right? So this is an example of me telling people, I now come into new information. I see that Bertha and the graveyard cannot support coordinated dumps or dumps of people holding large bags, meaning it is subject to whale manipulation, price manipulation. Okay. And that's what could happen. So that adds a significant layer of risk to the investment. Now, will you lose your money? Well, only if you sell it, right? Because if you want to sit on it and wait long term, it will eventually make its way back up. But again, you don't know what the whales are going to do, right? You don't know at what point in time that they're going to sell off. And if it ever gets to this point again and they choose to sell off, it drops again. If it ever gets to this point again, they choose to sell off, they sell off again. If it gets half that point and they choose to sell off, it drops again. So investors may not get as much as they expect to get. All right. So with that saying, I myself chose to get out. But unlike Ray, I'm not going to tell you guys to do one thing and I do something else. You know, we all know that Ray was telling people to sign up, put all your money in drip, hydrate so I can get all them referral rewards. He didn't tell you he was getting those referral rewards, but that's what he was doing. He was influencing you guys to do that. I am very open. I am very transparent. I show my wallet activity. And if I choose to do something, I'm going to show it so that you guys see what I'm doing. And I'm going to explain to you why. All right. So you guys that want to continue to get that information, hey, I'm out here to put the information out there every now and then. I'm not going to do it as much anymore because, like I say, I'm kind of getting out of this space. But I wanted to address that because T.L. Perkins, bank teller, I need you to understand, I'm not out here just for the money. I am out here to expose Forex Shark so he does not swindle new investors out of their money. You know, he already has a group and following, a percentage of the drip community. A lot of them are falling off because they have seen his protocols have taken their money. Everybody knows that Ray is a scammer, and Ray is now trying to get in everybody's good graces, including you, bank teller. You know, but I think someone left an interesting comment under Ray's thing, and you know, big shout out to him. I don't know Dan, but you know, drip and elephant versus elephant needs to stop. I agree with statements like this. I don't think it should be a Forex Shark versus BT or drip versus elephant, but it should be tell the truth about the protocols. Be honest about it. Ray is not an honest influencer. Drip is a product that sucks. It's dead, it's dying, it's not going to exist anymore, people. Don't waste your money on this. Elephant money, on the contrary, is not about elephant money versus drip. It's more about elephant money being able to produce. And it does. However, investors need to be aware of the risk. And that's why I'm out here sharing with you guys what I'm sharing. Some of you guys can understand it and receive it. And some of you are just so caught up in elephant money that you like, you know, just promote it, just promote it, just promote it. No, I'm not just going to promote it if it's not going to benefit people to the degree that I initially thought it would. I mean, I would be a fool to do that. Okay. So bank teller, can't do that. He left another comment. Don't go out like that. Just get back in. If you're an elephant, you're missing. Get back in. Stay positive. Okay. I mean, I'm all about staying positive, but I cannot stay positive in a protocol that is going to introduce significant amount of risks, right? And until elephant money gets to a level where it can stop that type of manipulation by whales, which I initially thought it would. Let's say SK said, hey, it needs to get to 2 trillion, $2.12 trillion level. Marvin said, hey, it needs to grow, but it's not at that point yet. Well, until it gets to that point, you know, I can't vouch for it, right? I don't want people to put their money in, and I can't push a system or promote a system that has that type of risk where people can put their money somewhere else and make profits off of it. All right, is there anything else I got around here? Bongo, yeah, he said it can survive the dumps. Yeah, absolutely. I believe elephant money will survive dumps like this. The system is tight, people, and that's why I promoted it. But it has this one thing against it, in that it cannot prevent the manipulation of the price by whales. And I've shown you this by this type of whale holdings, right? What happened a couple days ago can certainly happen again, and even to a greater level. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Just wanted to drop something on Knucklehead Ray, since he has the nerve, audacity, and gall to come out, act like he's the righteous one and knows everything, and is once again trying to lead you guys and take the people in the elephant money community back to drip, to get you guys to invest in drip so he can pocket on your capital. Don't fall for it, peeps. All right, that's all I got for this one. And if there's a next one, we will holla. Peace out.